Okay, real easy today. We're just gonna make a quick video. We're gonna replace the alternator on my 2001 F250, and we are also, while we're there, we're gonna replace this hose, because in order to replace the belt right now you have to remove the radiator hose, and I bought a different hose that's supposed to go behind the belt. That way you don't have to remove the hose in the future if you want to replace the belt. So we're gonna do that at the same time that we replace the alternator. The alternator crapped out on me, so I already unplugged the batteries, and basically it's pretty simple. Just unplug the connector back here, just push on it, unplug it, and this is a 10mm nut back here. I already loosened it. Just remove that, set the harness to the side. I'll put the nut back on there. Then after that, basically you need a breaker bar just so you can get a good leverage, and just put it down there where your tensioner is, right here. Sure you get it all the way in there, and then you're gonna pull towards the driver's or towards the passenger side to loosen the tension on the belt. Just like that. And they all should stay in place, so when you go to put it back on, just make sure that they didn't come out of the pulleys. So I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. And you have 3 13mm bolts for the alternator. Okay, like I said, this is a 13mm. There's only 3 of them already broken loose, so now I'm just gonna take them off all the way out. And all 3 bolts are the same size, so I don't have to worry about that. Now should be able to just remove it just like that. Okay, so this is the new hose, the one that's going in. As you can see, it's shaped so like it goes around behind the belt. And this is the part number, it's a Motorcraft. The part number right there, if you want to get one just like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the hose clamp. It's 8mm, and we're gonna go ahead and swap out that hose real quick. Shouldn't take very long. Hopefully I'm not gonna lose any coolant. We'll see. So you can either use a socket or a flathead screwdriver. And you can already see there's a little bit of coolant coming out right there, but I don't think there's much coolant in there. Hopefully not. Okay, so it is losing a little bit of coolant. I got a catch pan down there catching the coolant. Hopefully it's not going to be a whole lot, but we don't know. You never know. Okay, I decided I'm gonna drain some of the coolant instead, because it just losing a lot of coolant from the top and just making a mess all over the place, and I don't know how much more is going to come out, so I'm just going to drain some of it and then pour it back in. Just get you in a clean container. There's the drain right there, and it's a 19 millimeter, so we're just going to crack it open. We're going to use this jug to catch it. I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna let this gallon fill up, and then we're gonna try again. I think I'm dumping it all over the damn place because I'm only holding it with one hand. Okay, the bottom hose, you're kind of gonna have to use something to break it loose because it's like on there real good. Pliers work pretty good. Just kind of wiggle it. There'll be some coolant coming out of there too because there's a little bit of coolant on the bottom there. Hopefully it's not going to be a whole lot. Alright, I'm going to need both hands to get this hose out. Okay, it's off now. There's a lot of corrosion in there. That's why it was like stuck to the housing there. But as you can see, yeah, I'm gonna clean that out a little bit. There's the thermostat right there. I'm gonna go ahead and clean around here, make it look a little cleaner, and then we're gonna put the new hose back on. See the difference? That one's like straight. This one is at a curve there. Now what we need to do is put a zip tie here, not very tight, just enough to hold it up against that. That way the hose doesn't move, and it touches the belt as the belt is spinning. So this is a big zip tie, but it'll work real good. Like I said, it doesn't need to be tight, just like that. Okay, just to keep the hose in place. And then we're just gonna cut the extra zip tie off. Okay, so that's all I'm doing for tonight, this evening. I've been outside literally since about 11 o'clock this morning. It is now like 8 o'clock at night. I'm gonna go inside, get a shower. It's like 90 degrees out here all day, so I'm very sticky, stinky, sweaty, hungry. The alternator is off. It's right there. We just gotta go get a new one and we'll install it tomorrow. For you guys, it'll be a few seconds. So see you tomorrow. Okay, so it is the next day now, and I have the new alternator. We're gonna go ahead and install it, put the belt back on, and this should be done. Oh yes, and add the coolant back into the radiator. Let's not forget that. So let's get it done. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this one up a little bit. Okay, that looks much better. Okay, now we're gonna snug them up with the ratchet. I got them pretty tight actually. Now the only thing that's a little different about this one is the plugs is like on the side instead of up here, but I don't think that's gonna make any difference. So I'm just gonna plug it in back here, and we're gonna connect the wire. Nice and snug. You don't want to over tighten it. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and put the belt on the alternator. Just make sure the belt's still wrapped around all the pulleys. I'm gonna stick that breaker bar down there in the tensioner. Looks like everything's still on there like it's supposed to, so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing on. Come on. There you go. Nice and tight. Still on there pretty good on all the pulleys, so that looks good. We're gonna remove the breaker bar. Now we're gonna go check and see how close the belt is to the new hose that we installed. Make sure it's good to go before we start the truck. Yep, plenty of room. So this is why I said that you need to put a zip tie here to keep the hose from moving. That should be good. It shouldn't touch the belt. This hose is not moving, so if you're gonna do this, make sure you put a zip tie on there. So I'm gonna add the coolant to it, and then we're gonna start the truck. Jumper first because the batteries are dead. So let's check and see if it'll start up, or do I need to jump it still? Yeah, I still need to jump it. Hopefully my jump box still has enough juice to give it one jump. We'll see. 12 volts. Now let's go let's go start it. Okay. actually charging the batteries now. Before the alternator, it was just reading 10 something and it just kept dropping. But right now it's reading over 13 volts, and I'm pretty sure it's still gotta go a little way to charge the battery. Well, that's it for this video. Like I said, it was just a short quick video on how to replace alternator, which is not a rocket science. And I upgraded to the radiator, that top radiator hose, and so we're all good now. Batteries are charging, everything's good, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.